Welcome back. You are watching the Customer Edge. In this episode, we are talking about sales success and making the right choices. I'm Butch Stearns of the Pulse Network. Alongside is Shalini Mehta of SAP. Very active show so far.
It
with
is.
A lot of different input, huh?
You know what I love is we started out with the trends that we're seeing, talked about, the research that Bob Kelly's seen at SMA, just talked to Rajiv Mishra at Epson to get the sales management perspective of what they're doing to drive their vision to their sales and marketing team. And very excited to bring Lew Reed on the show, who's VP of Sales Operations at Bentley Systems, to give us a sales operation perspective. Welcome, Lew.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How you all doing today?
We are doing great. You have some sun behind you, which is nice.
I do. It's nice and sunny in northern New Jersey, New York area.
That is great. Well, thank you for joining us. Lew, we have been working together, and I'm very excited to have you on the show to really give us our perspective. We've been talking, here on the show about choices that sales has to make today. And we've gotten the sales management perspective, and you being VP of Sales Operations would really love to understand. Tell us a little bit about your role at Bentley Systems and how you've seen the sales operations role evolve over the last 17 years.
Yes, thank you. So at Bentley, we're a software company that provides software for designing, operating, and constructing the world's infrastructure. And in sales operations at Bentley, my job and responsibility is to provide sales enablement, sales effectiveness, provide the appropriate selling methodologies and tools and learning to enable our sales force. So how I've seen it change over the years at Bentley anyway, in terms of sales operations, we went from a sort of back office mentality, just supporting order processing, order entry, optimizing that to make it easier to book the business, to we then became more, when the days of CRM evolved for us, we became more of a technology, sort of a super help desk on how to use the CRM technology, to now today where we're really focused on proactively providing sales enablement, sales effectiveness solutions to our sales force.
Lew, what's changed in selling today? I know that's a very broad question, but you're a sales veteran from the sales operation perspective. We're talking specifically on this show about making the right choices. You've been doing that your whole career with teams, but what has changed with selling today? What are the biggest changes that are affecting what you and Bentley do on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so lots of things have changed, but again, there's that old saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And I think some of your other guests today sort of talked about that, especially the gentleman from SMA. I heard talk about how important face-to-face selling is, and social selling is really not a replacement to that. It's sort of a an adjunct, if you will, addition to that. So what I've seen at Bentley and our business is technology plays such a big role. I mean, if you go back to the beginning, almost the beginning of time, when the phone, imagine when the phone was invented by Alexander Bell and how that changed how selling was done. It went from a handshake and a face-to-face interaction to you could actually conduct business over the phone. Well, today, fast forward, we have all sorts of technology that enable that relationship, enable that contact. But at the end of the day, it's just it's another tool to take advantage of to really do all the same fundamental things that are required in the selling process, and that's build relationships and providing a good value proposition and building trust between prospective buyer and vendor.
And Lew, how are you at Bentley Systems? How are you enabling your sales force to be more productive? How are you empowering them?
Yeah, so we have a motto this year called "Completing the Reach." Is our sales theme for the year in the company, and what that means is we're extending the reach of all the technology out to our user and client base, but internally in our sales operations group with our field sales force, we're also extending the reach, and we're doing that by really enabling our technology and bringing it mobile. So we're doubling down on mobile solutions. We're taking advantage of the cloud for sales. that SAP offers is a great part of that solution in terms of our mobile offering and the way we're extending the reach. And our idea is that we provide our sales force with the right information at the right time, any place. And mobile and doubling down on mobile allows us to do that.
That's great. I mean, we're definitely seeing devices playing a key role. Earlier in this segment, we saw a video about the choices that sales has to make and how they go through their day. And so being mobily accessible to the information, and like you said, having information at the right time when you need it is key. In addition to mobile, what about what else has driven the productivity at Bentley? How does big data and insight and analytics play into that?
Well, that's a great question. And in this world of big data, for us, it's all about knowing as much as we can about our users to be able to provide the best service that we can possibly provide to them, and tell them of things that we can provide before they might even realize that they have a potential offering they could take advantage from us to solve a particular business need. Big data gives us the opportunity to do that. Advanced analytics gives us the ability to do that. Fortunately, at Bentley, we've had great analytics and great data to provide to our sales folks, and thus provide to our users to solve their problems. We're pretty extensive there, and we've been able to take advantage of that. And that's only going to get more important. I mean, data, think about this. In this world we live in, it's not about less data. It's not going to get less. It's not going to stay the same. It's going to increase. And it's our ability to be able to view and consume that increased data and then interpret it and analyze it in a way that we can provide the best value to our clients is what's important to our sales force.
Yeah, I think that is the challenge, and it sounds like you're embracing it, that big data is here to stay, but it's really how you leverage it, right? It's how you leverage the insight and analytics you get from big data and provide it in that consumable format for your sales team to really be able to leverage in engaging with your customers. In prior conversations that you and I've had, you said something to me that really resonated, and that is what your goal at Bentley Systems, what your role is really to add more sales time into your sales team's day. And that is key, right? Because our time is limited. And again, this is the theme of the show. What choices do you make in your day to be more productive, to engage better? So tell us a little bit more about that, about how you really are adding more sales time into your salesperson's day.
No, we have talked about that a lot in the past, and thank you for bringing that up. That is what I think my role as a sales operations VP is to add more selling time back into their day. So we do that by improving processes, administratively, but also offering some self-serve options that allow them to get things quicker and faster than they could previously. An example that comes to mind is there's a company called Sava that has a nice automated, mobilely enabled proposal automation tool. So we took that particular tool, and we're able to take what used to be over an hour to generate a proposal, and we're able to get it down into like a 5-minute window. And that brings in all the legal T's and C's, and you need all the marketing material to describe the offering, all the pricing that needs to be involved, all the specifics on the particular user and their environment. And we're able to do that in 5 minutes. We just save 55 minutes of their day from how they were previously doing it. So to me, that's what we need to be doing with technology, and that's the choice we make in sales operation. And it boils down to return on time invested, and we're trying to optimize that. And if we, at the end of the day, if we do that, I think we've done our job in sales operations.
Definitely, we could all use some more time back in our day. I know I could. Your role is in sales operations, but you've been in sales a long time. Just to summarize, what have you seen? Has sales really changed the way we sell today than what we did yesterday in your view and what you've seen over the past few years?
No, the fundamentals of selling, I think, has been in place a long time and hasn't changed. I think what's changed is the technology and how we apply it and how we use it to conduct the fundamental principles of selling. I mean, at the end of the day, people buy from people. And I learned that a long time in my career. So it's all about relationship building. I mean, this social selling approach is really about building relationships and knowing more about. I heard you in talk about how you did a little research, and through social media, and that's only to build a relationship, and that was true whether you had social media available to you today or social selling today. But it was important 20 years ago. You just did it a different way. So it's all about relationships. It's all about people buying from people, and that to me hasn't changed. That's fundamental selling.
Lew, thank you so much. I agree. Sales is still about selling relationships, and it's about the people-to-people interaction, and that's always going to be key and first priority. And it sounds like at Bentley, you guys have really hit the nail on the head. So thank you so much for taking the time today and providing us your insight and what you're doing at Bentley Systems, and we look forward to talking with you again soon.
Well, thank you, and thank you for inviting me. I enjoyed it.